and welcome back to another edition of English Makes No Sense, the podcast where we take real English and make it make sense. I hope. My name is S.L. Rockfish, but you can call me Sarah. And in this episode, this is episode 4, the final episode of our Business English series. Wait, what? Yeah. And today we're going to do something powerful. Powerful? Yeah, I don't really think of me as a powerful person, but we're going to do something powerful. We're taking everything you learned in episodes 1, 2, and 3 and showing you how to actually use it in a real email. Because let's be honest. Ooh, that was from the other episode. Or to be honest, most English learners do not struggle with vocabulary. No. They struggle with this. Do I sound too formal? Do I sound rude? Is this how native speakers actually write? And the answer is usually no. No, it is not. So today we're going to do an email makeover. Bum, 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 bum. So let's get into it, my friend. Come on. All right. Listen to this. Dear Sir or Madam, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to inform you that I would like to begin the project and check the status of previous communications. Ooh, this is textbook English. It's not wrong, no, but it's not natural. Native speakers don't write like this in most workplaces anymore. They don't. So what should we do? Are you ready? Let's find out. Hi, Sarah. Just wanted to get the ball rolling on the project. I'll follow up on our last conversation and make sure we're on the same page. Let's touch base later this week. Things are a bit busy on my end, but I'll keep you posted. This is how native speakers actually write. It's clear. It's friendly. Professional, but not stiff or awkward. So, how do we get from the stiff, formal to feeling more natural? Come on. Let's take a look at what we used. Get the ball rolling. That means to start something. So we said, let's get the ball rolling on the new campaign. Okay, then we use follow up. It means we're going to check again or continue. I'll follow up with the client tomorrow. On the same page, agree or understand. Let's make sure we're on the same page. Okay, that's great. How about touch base? Let's touch base later. That just means let's check in quickly. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We're just going to touch base. We're going to check in quickly. I'm swamped. Means I'm very busy. I'm a bit swamped today. Okay? Keep you posted. That's a bonus phrase. I know, I just threw it in there. It means give updates. I'll keep you posted. Try it. I'll keep you posted. I'll give you updates. Got it? Now, let's build your own email. Here's a simple structure you can use every time. Friendly opening. Hi. And then insert the name. Or hey, insert the name. That's more casual. So if you're sending it to a friend or coworker, you're on a casual. Okay? So number 1, start with a friendly opening. Number 2, what you want. Just wanted to follow up on. Let's get the ball rolling on. Quick note about, and you fill in after each one. Okay? So after you give the introduction, state what you want. Just wanted to follow up on how we're doing on that project. Or let's get the ball rolling on the latest sales campaign. Quick note about the status of our project. See? Very quick, tells me what you want. All right? Now, we're going to take some action. That's the next step. State what we want. Now we're going for action. I'll look into this and get back to you. Let's touch base tomorrow. Can you fill me in? See how easy that is? Oh my gosh, that went quickly. I know, right? So now we got to close the email up. We had the intro, we had to state what we want, we got the action or the next step, and now we have to close it up. 3 ways. Thanks. Easy. Talk soon. Appreciate it. And then sign off. Okay? So, did you get that? Don't worry, we're going to practice. Stay tuned. Right. I would like to request a meeting in order to discuss the matter. Wow, that's very grammatically correct, but it's too formal. Try this. Can we set up a meeting to go over this? Ooh, Sarah, you said that too fast. Can we set up a meeting to go over this? Can we? Can we set up a meeting to go over this? More natural. Okay, next one. I will investigate the issue and inform you. That's almost robotic. Let's try a more natural way. I'll look into it and keep you posted. There's that bonus phrase. I'll look into it and keep you posted. Got it. All right. You're doing great. Let's begin the project. Let's get the ball rolling. Come on. Let's begin the project is totally fine, but very stiff, too formal. So just say, let's get the ball rolling. Got it? Excellent. Now we're going to do a little fluency practice. Repeat after me. I hope you're repeating the other ones, but let's do it right here. Say these out loud. Let's get the ball rolling. You can say it a little faster. Let's get the ball rolling. I'll follow up tomorrow. I'll follow up tomorrow. Are you saying it? Come on. Let's touch base later. Let's touch base later. Well done. Okay, you got it. We got a couple more. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. All right. And I'm a bit swamped today. I'm a bit swamped today. Did you do it? Hey, you did it. No, the more you do it, the better it sounds. Now, here's a full example you can use. Ready? Hi, James. This is the email, real life email. I'm not going to type it out, but you'll listen to it. Hi, James. Just wanted to follow up on our last conversation. Let's get the ball rolling on the project and make sure we're on the same page. I'll look into the numbers and keep you posted. Let's touch base later this week. I'm a bit swamped today. Thanks, Sarah. See how easy that was? Got everything said. If you're not sure exactly what I said, you weren't listening. No, just rewind, okay? Okay, here's the key takeaway. I hope. You do not need perfect English. What? But I've been studying so hard. I got my vocabulary words. I know, but you don't need perfect English. No. You need natural English. Okay? You need natural English. Use follow up. Touch base. Get the ball rolling. On the same page. And your emails, my friend, will instantly sound more confident and more professional. And isn't that what we want? Okay, if this helps, if this episode helped you, go back and listen to episodes 1, 2, and 3, because now you know how to actually use everything you learned. And if you want more lessons like this, and I hope you do, make sure you follow this podcast and share it with a friend. Until next time, my friend, do something fun do something amazing, or, do nothing at all. But whatever you do, have a great day, friends. Peace. All right, friend, go on. Thank you for being here. If you're still here, tell me which one you're going to use or which one you find more comfortable in using, or which one you find the most comfortable using. Okay, or easiest to use. Tell me in the comments. Peace, friend.